This is the computer library for Napier University at their Merchiston campus. For us, it's a very unusual building. When we're doing larger buildings, typically we've done buildings for the arts, which the brief for those buildings runs to several pages of specific requirements for specific rooms. Here, the brief could have been 2 sentences. It really amounts to 500 computer terminals on a 24-hour access basis, a couple of rooms for technicians, and a help point. So the question architecturally is, how do you make what could be a very daunting prospect of a huge room with 500 terminals in it, break it down into human groups? Well, the space we had available is old workshops which have been cleared out, and it's surrounded by teaching accommodation, so there's no external elevations. It's entirely an internal experience. So really all we have to play with is the floor plane and the roof. And so what we decided to do is to break the 500 terminals down into 20 groups of 25, and to make a grid of places which are defined on the ground plane by stepping the whole thing up to be what we call a gentle hillside of computers on 4 different levels, and longitudinally by making 5 parallel barrel vaults. So the 2 things crisscross over each other, the stepping section and the barrel vaults, so that with structure defining the barrel vaults, you get the sense of individual places in which people are working. And then the other issue is one of light. The entire building has to be top lit because there are no windows. And so first of all, we made the whole structure detached from the surrounding walls, so it feels like a building when you walk in, because you see light all the way around coming down the perimeter walls. And then within the barrel vaults themselves, light is reflected up onto the vaults, and between the vaults there is a lot of light coming in directly, and you can sense that through little slots we cut in the half-moon walls at the end of each vault. Now there's final touch, which hasn't actually happened yet. There'll be little mirrors that go in on top of the lights, and in that way light will bounce up, and you'll actually be able to see actual sunlight on the vaults. And I hope as the sun moves during the course of the day, those splashes of light will move around and animate the space.
The point of this space is to try and, through architecture, give a modern university a modern personality. And I think what Richard has done with this space is to do that incredibly well. I just love the way that by using height, you don't feel sitting in here that you're part of 500, you feel that you're part of a much smaller unit. I love the way the light comes in through the roofs. You've got a problem in a space like this. You don't want sunlight on the computer screen. That will upset people working here. And yet the access of natural light is just absolutely tremendous. It therefore doesn't feel like a very high-tech space. It feels like a very friendly, very personable space where there is technology available, and well, we're just very, very happy with it.